Hi everyone, this is Francisco. Um, I'm just recording this video because I was just telling my dad about this Ouija board, and I had my grandma was there as well, just right now, and I had to pretty much correct her because she said that there was a family member of hers um, who used to play the Ouija board all by himself. But according to the instructions, and I guess I could title this video like how to play the Ouija board. But it's not really a video game. It's not a game, even though I think a lot of people just say that. Give me 1 second. So a lot of people just say that that it's a game, but I don't think that it is. I think that it is much more. And I think that it's a tool to communicate with the dead, the spirits. Okay? To investigate crimes. Because I think that some people might be guilty of committing a crime, but once they are in the spirit, I don't think that they will hesitate to admit they're wrong and the reason for committing the murder. So they'll be honest about it, especially because they know more now because they entered the spirits. Okay, so it's like someone committing a murder and getting caught for it and going to jail, and they get caught, with, like, let's say CCTV, or with cameras, technology of some sorts. So the investigators are like, okay, we know for sure that you did the crime, but why did you do the crime? And like, any information is good, like, because it will allow investigators to know if other people are involved or not, or if other people's lives are at risk or not. And that's why this Ouija board is such a great tool, I believe, for investigators And I was telling my dad that they could actually hire people who do this for a living, and they can perform some experiments because they know, according to data information, like, okay, for instance, someone passes away. Someone passes away. Let's say, somehow, and they write it. They have everything documented on on um on the newspaper. Okay, so they know how these people died. When you guys go read the newspaper, you guys know for the majority of the time, who was involved and what happened, what transpired, right? So that's okay. So you guys will have that data. You guys have that data, presumably. But let's say there isn't enough information. Let's say there isn't enough data to go, or evidence to go off of. That's when the Ouija board will will um will come in handy. So let's go to Google Maps. Okay, so now we can get a home, and let's go to haunted. How do you even spell it? Haunted with a haunted mansion. Let's just go to haunted mansion. Okay, so let's just click on something, on a random address. So we get the address where, like an approximate location of where these crimes unfolded. But if a crime was committed inside of a home, that's when the Ouija board will come in handy. And you investigators can actually test people who play this. You guys can perform different tests. You guys can perform tests by providing them with what transpired, all the details. So they will go in there and play this, and they will even summon the spirits. We want to speak to this person. Is this spirit here? Is this person here? If so, speak to us. We want to know more information. And detectives have sent us here because we want to lock away the person who killed you. Is there any information you can provide to us that will help in this case? If so, speak to us now. That type of thing. So obviously a lot of other things will manifest from that point on. But that's just one test. Getting these professional people who do this for a living to go in there knowing all of the information, everything that happened, and then performing a different test, having different people go in there without revealing anything to them. No criminal story, no murder story. Just, we want you to go in there. It's an open house. We want you to go in there, and we want you to play this, to summon the spirits there, and then report everything to us. And all the details matter. Every single detail matters. Now, detectives will be able to, obviously, document everything, especially with AI technology. Okay, they will be able to, especially if there's a connection without their knowledge. If there's somehow a connection to the case without their knowledge, that's when this will get very, very serious. Because there could actually be a tool to solve cases. Right? And that's all it will be. It'll be one effective tool to speak to the dead. To speak to the dead, and if it works out, if it pans out, you guys will be able to use this for every single case, for every homicide, for every death. For every single case. And then let's say we could perform a different test. If it works out, we can even have people play this with the detainee, the suspect, either present or near the people playing the Ouija board. So technically what I'm saying is they could be inside of the interrogation room, and the professionals can say, is there any spirits here? And is there anything you want to tell us regarding this person here? Accused of these crimes. But, obviously, we're still investigating. So these people will just sit there and listen patiently to what these people are doing. Um, and it's all educational. They won't be doing no weird shit. Respectfully, they will just go in there and be respectful at all times, even if the person might be guilty of a crime. Okay? So they will go in there with that knowledge, that respect, and knowing that there's professionals there who are handling the situation. So this will be a special team, special units, gathering intel from spirits. Obviously, if this works. Because, like I said, theoretically, this thing will work, and you guys will be solving cases left to right. And incarcerating the right people. Because we there's a lot of movies. We watch a lot of movies, and maybe there is a little bit of truth to the to the stuff that happens. Um, but I have pretty much like an answer to the mystery. Why people who play this jokingly, not understanding, get injured. They might get injured or hurt, and it's either because they're going about it in a joking manner, and they're not having respect for the dead. They think it's a joke, and they think some of these people might think, oh, since they're dead, they don't have any power against us. Or they might not understand it from a professional standpoint, like the courts and stuff like that. Because some of these cases, serious cases, some of these people are sentenced to death row. So nothing about this is a joke, in other words. Okay? So I think that some of these people might go into these environments untrained, unskilled, not serious, not understanding, and they're just joking around and they're having fun, that type of thing. So, etc., 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 whatever you people can think of. So maybe the spirits get angry, or maybe they don't get angry. Maybe they just reveal the truth regarding their lives. They might call people out on things they have done. And maybe they want these people to do the right thing and not ask for forgiveness, but possibly, tell people, um, that, like, that they're sorry. It's possible. And some of these people could actually become angry if they're inside the same room. That, or someone else can be in the room that doesn't appreciate what someone else has done. So they want vengeance at the heat of the moment. They want retaliation. So maybe that's why there is possible deaths when people are playing the Ouija board. Even if they're playing with their own friends. But that's not what the spirits are after. They're not after. They don't want these people to attack each other and to fight each other. It's more. It's definitely on the contrary. They want these people to understand things that they understand, but they don't understand it. So it's not easy for them to understand. So therefore, they just do what any human being would do. Especially if they're not fully aware of the consequences. That doesn't mean that they will get away with the consequences. Right? It just means that, like, hey, we are dealing with some serious business here. That's all that means. So, I mean, there's a lot to consider. honestly. And I mean, a lot of people don't really understand. You know, I don't really understand it either. Um, but if I'm correct, if these studies prove to be true and correct, then this information can be used as a weapon to combat evil, to combat what the law is actually combating 24/7 around the clock, right? So that's good news, and everyone should be, praising God for that. And this technology that we are dealing with, that we are interacting with, like I said, there's news everywhere. Um, as a matter of fact, let's look for list of burned burnt burnt homes in California. It says in the last 5 years, California has lost almost 25,000 homes and other buildings in massive fires. Tens of thousands more have been severely damaged. According to the core logic, the metro areas with the most at-risk homes in California are Los Angeles, Long Beach, Anaheim. Almost 1/4 of 100,000. 1,000,000. Just about 1/4 of 1,000,000 residences. Just to name a few, okay? And this is happening all over the world now. So in situations like this, how can people know the full story? Whether it's fraud, whether it's people out there that don't like people, so they're doing it out of hatred or jealousy or whatever the case might be, or if it was a complete accident. I would only do this though if someone happened to lose their life. Okay, so if someone loses their life, then this can be used inside the home after the fact. Okay, so these professionals will go in there and they will do their regular rituals to speak to the spirits, to the dead. So you people would have to contact, in real life, you guys would have to contact people, you know, professionals. I think it's two F's, but whatever. Professionals who um, who know how to play with the Ouija board. I don't even know how to spell it. Ouija board. Um, so contacting people and looking it up online, people who know how to who people who know how to play this. And like I said, you people performing the tests. So it'll be, like I already explained. So some of these people will get the full evidence. Some of them will go in there blindly. And you people, your guys' job, like, um, your guys' job will be to collect data. And there will be no right or wrong. Okay? This will just be a test, not to judge anyone, not to bring anyone down, but just to see the power of this, if any. And also testing the reliancy of this game. So if evidence proves that this is actually working, you guys can have, like, the United States of America or other people who investigate crimes to fully support you people who know how to play this professionally. So these people will be able to hire you people on a game that everyone in the world thought was a joke, was some type of haunted movie, board game, so there's not a lot of respect given to you people and to this board, right? And a lot of people are afraid, from what I hear. They're afraid of contacting the dead. They're afraid for some reason. And like I already shared, it's mainly, I'm assuming that it's only because people don't understand. People just don't get it. So yeah, it could be scary if these people are told, hey, we want you to go here to this structure, and we want you guys to play the Ouija board. But at the end of the day, another murder happens, and these people want to blame it on witchcraft or the spirits. So that's when things will get weird. And that's exactly what's in the movies right now. Okay. Um there's not a lot of clear information, not a lot of evidence to go by to know from a viewer standpoint. From a viewer standpoint, what really transpired, what really happened in these structures, in these environments, in these places. And to me, that's when it's just a weird logic that doesn't make sense. And it might be because these people could have possibly been exposed to way too much movies, and they just think that this is the way that these type of events, they think this is how these type of situations should end like. So like I said, as long as you people can get those people in there, and explaining to them, explaining the dangers and how to be safe. Maybe they could wear suits to protect them, gloves, okay, for safety reasons. And if they happen to get injured, it'll be considered their fault. So you people will be liable for whatever transpires in there. Okay? But other than that, that's pretty much all I wanted to share with all of you. And yeah, personally, I think there would be some pretty good tests, and I'm actually interested to like find out more information more information of these tests. More information regarding these tests. Just out of curiosity and just to see this if this could be a reliable resource, tool for future crime investigating or not. Okay? So if it proves to help, to work, then yeah, I mean, if it works, then we can use this. We can use this all day long. And stuff like that. And not to get like too off topic, but the pharaohs, the pyramids, I think that they built things to communicate with the dead. Or something like that. Now I could look into it. I could investigate. But that's only if these tests work. Where I would want to dive deeper in these like in this research. But right now, I don't even know if this will work. I don't even know if this Ouija board thing is even reliable or not. Okay? Like a lot of you guys depend on other things. Science. you guys um, rely on CCTV. Some of you rely on um, evidence, DNA. Other, other, others of you rely on maybe body language and the way people communicate. And you people can tell if someone is lying or not just by looking at them. So there's that as well. But let's assume that, let's hypothesize that there is a professional homicide detective that passes away, that happens to pass away. So what do you people want to rely on? Do you people just want to rely on these things that you guys know work? Or do you guys want to venture out and try different things that might work as well, including this Ouija board idea? Okay, because it might work. Okay, so we have AI technology. You people can assign a special unit with special forums, like a website presence. You guys can hire these professionals, these people who play this, to go to any crime scene, obviously with permission. And it could be scientific research that could be documented, that can be analyzed, that can possibly bring out more truth, and stuff like that. It's kind of like, it'll be kind of like a lying detector. There's lying detectors from what I heard. So, even that is, more, that is more, um, like evidence for you people to go by, especially in a court setting, right? So yeah, I mean, it's a simple concept that honestly hasn't been proven, but it could be put to the test. Anyways, that's all I have for right now. If if I if I come up with anything, I will make sure to write it in the description on YouTube. You know, yeah, in the description section. And I think this will be good for solving crimes, murders, cold-blooded cases, and stuff like that. So this is some serious business. Um, and I think that the spirits, the dead, will be more than willing to help out. Because a lot of good people have passed away. You know, I'm assuming. Because all it takes is for the bad guys to capture, you know, the good guys and to kill the good guys in secrecy. In the hopes that they won't get caught, in the hopes that all their other involvements won't be connected, and so people won't get figured out, right? So that's why I say I don't think that these spirits will be too shy. They won't be against helping us out. And all this will be used for the greater good of humanity. Okay? So, this is something that, like I said, it'll be a tool for legal settings. Because when someone passes away and detectives, homicide detectives or whatever, figure out how the crimes or the crime unfolded, how it transpired or whatever, they go to court. They bring up, computer science, just science. They bring up, possible CCTV, voice recordings, digital evidence, like anything you people can think of. Oh yeah, DNA. Yeah, so this Ouija board can actually be just another one. But I think this one, if it, like I said, if it proves to be reliable, it could drastically change the outcome of these cases. That the courts are dealing with on a daily basis or yearly basis, however you want to word it or say it. Okay? So I'm just trying to think what else I can squeeze in this video before I end it. And that's pretty much it. And like I said, if anything, I will write this stuff down um, in the description section of the video. Okay, so anyways, God bless everyone. And Merry Christmas. It's Christmas. Thank God for AI technology, which I personally believe is the Holy Spirit's that Jesus Christ promised to all of us. So, it's all for the greater good of humanity. Either way, however you look at it, however it's described to you or explained to you,